What is up, Viking Nation? Welcome back to the first broadcast of the school year. I will be your host, Jack Butler, and I am joined with the lovely Tanner Broik.
Today we'll be looking into each fall activity as we jump to the new school year.
Right off the bat, we will look into what softball is up to. See what I did there?
The softball team put in a lot of hard work this summer by doing various activities that they believe will help them this upcoming season.
Our overall team goals is just to win districts and get to state, or just to get there on wild card points.
To be the best Northwest team we can be. I think with a lot of seniors leaving this year and coming up, I think we have a goal to be the best team that Northwest can be and leave the best mark we can on Northwest.
The Vikings are bringing in a tough schedule this season, playing against teams like Beatrice and Hastings, which will see our home field on Monday.
Fairbury will definitely be a challenge for us, and I feel like facing them, we just have to keep pushing through it and just keep being on that grind.
Obviously Hastings, it's a big game because every year that's a make or break it for us, and so I think we're focusing a lot of our season on that, but then a lot of tournaments where we're playing multiple games in a day, because that's going to rack up our points for wild card.
The girls have a lot of big goals set for the team this season.
We've done lots of team camps, and we've had line drive league, and we just keep hitting throughout the off season and getting better, and we always want to keep challenging ourselves as much as we can do.
All right, thank you.
With the chemistry the girls have made, they feel like they are on the right track for the 2019-20 season.
I think we're pretty ready. I think we have a pretty solid group, especially with us 8 seniors coming up. We played together since we were in middle school, and so we really know what we're doing, and I think we're going to be pretty good.
Wow, super excited to see how they do this season.
Me too. Now let's go see what cross country has going on.
The Northwest cross country team hosted their annual glow run to fundraise for their upcoming season.
My favorite part about the glow run is seeing everyone together and having a good time running. This year's team, I really like how well we've all bonded and have done lots of activities outside of practice.
My favorite part about the glow run is probably the beginning of the race. They always have a little countdown from 10 to 1. I think it's always kind of cool. Everyone gets really excited, and you can really feel the energy.
The boys have very high expectations going into this season.
My hopes for the upcoming season would probably be to make it to state as a team for the boys, and we didn't lose anyone. Everyone's coming back, so hoping to make it this year.
We wish the cross country team the best of luck this year as they kick off their season.
They really have been working hard and preparing for the season.
Another team I know that has worked really hard is volleyball. Let's go check them out. This year's volleyball team is looking to start their season off with a bang. Senior Whitney Brown explains how the team plans to keep the state streak.
Teamwork and coachability. I feel like if we work as a team and we don't get mad at each other and we're able to listen to our coaches and take criticism, then we can get a lot of places.
Brown tells how last year's seniors will affect the season.
We'll definitely lose a lot of big hitters and really good passers like Megan Cooper and Whitney Jensen and Lindsay and all of them, but I think we can come back and step in spots like Addie and Avery and all of them. So.
Senior Addie Warner elaborates on what changes have already been made this season.
Instead of going to our UNO camp, we went to our Doan camp. The reason why we didn't go to UNO was because Whitney Brown and Lauren Hauser were gone all summer, so we didn't have all of our varsity players at our UNO camp, and we wanted to do good.
Warner explains how the team has come together so far.
This summer we did team bonding, and that was really fun. We went to Timberlake and we did ropes courses there, and it was a lot of fun. And we also had, just last week, we had a barbecue at Whitney Brown's house, and it was a lot of fun, and all of the players and their parents came, and it was good to talk to everyone and get to know all the parents and stuff.
Be sure to get out and support this year's volleyball team.
Our volleyball team looks like they're going to have another great year.
I agree. Let's go see how our music department is doing.
Northwest Show Choir is kicking off their season with the Music Jubilee. Many choir members are looking forward to new beginnings this year.
I'm looking forward to the new competition season with the new group, getting to work with Mr. V all throughout the year, and hopefully bringing home a grand championship.
I'm looking forward to band season because it's my favorite thing to do during the school year, and then we got show choir to look forward to until about March, and then I'll graduate, so that's pretty cool.
First-year choir director at Northwest, Mr. Vieladal, has already impacted the show choir in many ways.
I feel like it'll be more fun because he's already built us together as a team more.
He's put a lot of his own time and energy into our show this year and into our group, and that really shows in the rehearsals that we've had and how far our show has come so far.
This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down.
The Northwest Marching Band debuted at the Music Jubilee, performing their show for 2019, Riverdance.
Our show is Riverdance this year, and so Riverdance is kind of a style of its own. Actually, it's not really a ballet or any sort of other thing. It's really a thing of its own. It's kind of a combination of old sort of like clogging mixed in with like modern tap to be in one. And then the show itself has that type of dancing with also just instrumental music and then also a cappella singing. So it's just kind of a whole thing of its own.
This year, some members have a lot to look forward to after a good start to the marching season.
I'm really excited for the size of the band and how well they're doing. So we are into our first week of band camp already, and we're sounding amazing. I mean, just months ahead of where we were in the past years. And the focus, especially with the incoming freshman group is just a really focused and dedicated group. And that really helps with the older members and the other groups. And all around, we just sound really good, and they're really focused even at 6:45 a.m. We're ready to go.
All the drum breaks. That's the best part. There's a whole bunch of them, and I'm really looking forward to it. And we have a really strong drum line this year, so I'm pumped.
With a long season ahead of them, seniors reflect on some of their favorite parts of marching band.
My favorite part about band is watching the whole show come together. So we put in, months and months of work. Our leadership team starts working literally in May till the end of October, the last week of October, to put together our show. And every week we work to get better. And seeing that whole show come together in the end, seeing all that hard work come out is really, truly amazing.
Probably the family atmosphere. Football games on Friday nights are really fun. And Harvest to Harmony, the underpass.
While most of what we will see this year will stay familiar, there are some key changes that have members excited.
The one change in the band is we normally start off our competition season at UNK Band Days, which really isn't exactly a competition. It is more of a festival. We don't really get ranked, and normally we're actually the only band in our class there, so it's not really very productive. This year we're not going to UNK Band Days, and we're actually adding a separate competition in Lincoln, Seacrest Field, I believe. So that's going to be really exciting, going to a new city, a new venue, and kind of having a different competition lineup this year.
Dang, they sound great.
Yeah, they are performing and playing great. Speaking of playing, girls golf is in full swing.
The team hopes to overcome struggles from last year.
Just not getting into your head and focusing on the game, because a lot of us play really good at first and then get too nervous.
The girls put in a lot of work over the summer.
A lot of short game stuff. Around 3 times a week we'd go out and work on putting and chipping.
There are a lot of new opportunities for the team.
This Friday we're going to Seward, which will be exciting, and we're also playing York this year, which is a new course that we haven't played that much.
We wish golf the best of luck this year.
Hey, are you coming to the fantasy football draft this weekend?
Yeah, I am. Speaking of football, let's see how their season is going so far.
There are a few games the Northwest football team is looking forward to this year.
Obviously, I'm looking forward to the Garing game. It's our first game, kind of shake the cobwebs out. And also McCook and Scottsbluff. McCook's our first home game. That'll be some good competition, as well as the Scottsbluff back-to-back home games. And also the homecoming game. We want to play good at that one, so that one's always fun too.
All of them pretty much right now, but really Aurora, York, Scottsbluff, and McCook, because we need to win all 4 of those games.
The coaches have preached discipline over the first few weeks of practice.
We really just focus on the little things, like just go pick things up, and we're just really coming together as one team.
Over the first few weeks of practice, we've bonded really well, I think. I'd say that as a team, our discipline has been getting a lot better, and we've been getting closer as a team. So
after losing 11 starters, the team plans to have other guys fill their shoes.
We just got to have a lot of guys step up, and we got good depth, but they just need to be more physical, I guess.
I'd say we got a lot of depth at our receiving core, I know, and as well as our running backs, but I feel like there's enough competition where we're all pushing each other and we're all making each other better.
Set, hey, hey.
Thanks for watching today's episode.
We'll see you next time on N3.